New from Deaf Crocodile, Inflatable Sex Doll of the Wastelands was one of those titles where even the title just made me take a step back and wonder what the hell I was going to get here. Now, I have got a great habit of just looking not into movies I don't know anything about and just throwing them on and going into whatever world we get here. And this was something special. There is something captivating about this. It feels like a noir film. It feels like a fevered dream of someone on their deathbed. It feels as if it's kind of heading towards the sort of Pinku territory, but never quite gets there. It's all kind of things rolled up in one compelling film.
さっき車で会ったあの連中が相手だな。
そうです。4人。
よし。半金前渡しだ。
本当ですか?
I mean, it starts off as a hard-boiled detective yarn and quickly moves into a surreal, fractured odyssey through lust, death, and just all kinds of dread. There's something incredibly fascinating about this film. Starts off where we meet our killer Sho, who has been hired to retrieve a woman for a rich businessman. She has been kidnapped, she is being assaulted. They are teasing this businessman by sending videos and phone calls. He wants her back. It turns out the gang that have kidnapped her, led by Ko, it has a history with Sho, and you're never quite sure what's truth and what is reality throughout this entire film. And that's one of the things that I find most fascinating about it. Is any of it real? Was a part of it just fiction? Is it all fiction? What's going on within this world? It's one of those films that could have you scratching your head, running in circles, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Now, the director, Yamatoya, worked with Seijun Suzuki, and you can see a little bit of that influence there. Same flair for abstraction and dislocation of film. There is all these skewed angles, jump cuts, long silences. It's filmed in this beautiful, contrasting black and white photography that just shines as you sit down and watch this, giving all these inky blacks, moody greys that create a kind of noirish feel. But it's this new wave Japanese cinema element which really pushes the boundaries for me. It has a solid story. You know, a woman's been kidnapped, tortured, someone's hired to get her back. But there is a lot more flung into this, and it's all about the filmmaking. This kind of dreamlike quality as we kind of linger in certain shots, as we have these off-kilter conversations. There's a moment in a bar with our two characters, Ko and Sho, as they can have a conversation, and it's such a disjointed, unrealistic placement of characters as they're so far apart in the bar. They're almost whispering while they talk. There is so much subtext to the conversation, and it's just staged in such a wonderfully weird way, and the way the camera is placed and looking at this conversation is very intrusive. It feels as if you're looking onto something that you shouldn't be there, putting you a voyeur into this story of these two men that you shouldn't really have any insight to whatsoever. There's this whole idea throughout the film between reality and illusion, and I love it for it. It is one hell of a vibe throughout the thing. And when you get to the end and it kind of gives you maybe an answer, it just confounds the idea of the reality versus illusion even more. I love it because of that. There is a kind of idea in the film of a sex doll, and it's in the title, but it's such a small part of the film. And there is this whole idea of, is it a sex doll? Is it a woman? Is it a memory? Is it just a prop? The line between, say, the subject and object collapses as you see this change throughout the film. And it's wonderfully effective. Now, the film can be violent, It has this empty eroticism where it kind of technically is a pink film, but never quite goes full into that because it's kind of cold, it's sterile, it's distant and disconnected. These aren't intimate. They're always mechanical. It's just the act of sex. It's never really passionate, which again adds to this whole vibe of the film. Now, I like Suzuki's films. I think he is a great director, but discovering Yamatoya and seeing that he worked with Suzuki and seeing that he pushes it even more with his aesthetics and his high concept and blending in pulp genre aspects as well, it just makes this something that's truly wonderful. I was completely wowed by Inflatable Sex Doll of the Wasteland. It was a terrific film. It spoke to me with its visuals, with its story, with its complex kind of editing and filmmaking, how the story almost collapsed in itself and always left at the end is meaning. Wonderful. An absolute standout film. This was terrific. I can't rave about this movie highly enough. One that I wasn't too sure I was going to be interested in turned out to be an absolute stellar release and something that you need to have in your collection. Wonderful movie. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for Inflatable Sex Doll of the Wasteland. Let's go to the extras. First up, we have a commentary track by Met Leader and Arn Venema. Then we have Tomorrow Won't Be a Dream, a visual essay by Will Dodson and Ryan Verrill. A new interview with Japanese film scholar Alexander Zlatan, moderated by Dennis Bartok. These are becoming a feature on the Deaf Crocodile discs and becoming one of my favourite extras. They are lengthy, they are super informative, they cover all different kinds of facets, and these are a real wealth of information. And something that I particularly love on a disc is a restoration demo, showing where the material has been and where it has finished up, how much work they have done. Often you read about a new restoration. I love these little things just to show you the effort that's been put into that restoration. Now, there is a 58-page booklet in here. We've got an essay by Alexandra Helen Nicholas, one by Walter Shaw, another by Chris D, and we have an interview with Kiko Sato on Kukui Films. All great reads, all worth your time, and just rounds off another wonderful package from Deaf Crocodile. And that's the extras for Inflatable Sex Doll of the Wastelands. There we have it. One of the biggest surprises I've had this year. Inflatable Sex Doll of the Wastelands is essential. You want to have this in your collection. I think it is terrific. It's not just another art house noir film. It's surreal, it's psychological, it's cold and hypnotic, endlessly fascinating. I'd love to know your thoughts on this film, so let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, fall somewhere in the middle. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, ManVFilm.com always, in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.